Yes, man. Yes. I'm going to say it, man. I'm going to say it. Yeah, man. There we have been prevented by the police from keeping our rally. When we applied for the march, to march from Mandela Park to the Heroes Park, I got a letter from the head of operations, Mr. Hines, to say we can't get permission for the march because the government will be keeping a civic function, a Reed Lane function, over by Heroes Park. I then informed him that, all right, we didn't know about that. We will then come all the way up here, nearer to Woolman's, away from down there, so that we won't in any way be impeding their function and their function impeding us. That was what I said to Mr. Hines, and Mr. Hines made it quite clear that that would not be a problem if we gather to keep our event. Now when we come today now, the police here is telling us, one, we should have copied the letters to the commanders on the ground here, because they have had no word from the commissioner's office nor from operations, and that we must not turn on our set which is set up to amplify our rally which we are having, drumming, speech, saying poetry. We are calling for the exoneration of, first of all, the 4 national heroes who have been classified as criminals. Marcus Garvey, Paul Bogle, Samuel Sharp, and George William Gordon. You cannot have persons who fought for freedom and on the books you have them as criminals. So we are calling for that. We are carrying the call even further because we have more than 1,000 names of those who fought with Sam Sharp and were either executed, imprisoned, flogged, or transported. Over 600 names who fought with Sam Sharp. We are calling for their exoneration also. We are also calling for the 400 names that we have of our brothers and sisters who fought with Paul Bogle and who were either executed, imprisoned, etc. Yes. We think that the police in this country need to be fair, because their excuse for telling me is that they know that we are honorable people, but sometimes with a march and sometimes with a rally, unscrupulous people take it over and might decide to do harm to the society. I have pointed out to them that we have been organizing these events for over 30 years and we have never had a battle mash. We have never had an act of violence. We have never had any citizen breaching any law. But the PNP and JLP have had their functions where murders have been committed, violence have taken place, even at their conference, and they don't tell them they can't keep their event. So the time has come now when them have to be fair and balanced. Since we have been here, the church was keeping a function. Father Holland and company, their church, I don't know if him personally was there, but Missionaries for the Poor, they had a church service further down there, and that church service wasn't stopped. That church service kept, and it wasn't stopped. They have now finished and gone, and their function was even nearer to the government function. So we are saying that you didn't stop that church function because of that function. So why did you stop our function? They are not being fair. They are not being balanced. And they have stopped us and tell us we can't turn on our sound, we can't do anything at all. And one officer said, wait until that one finished before we can start. When that will be night. So all we are saying, brothers and sisters, isn't that our call, brother? Yes. The exoneration of the 1,000 names that we have.
All must be exonerated. All must be exonerated.
To go before Parliament.
Yes.
Exonerating our
fundamental rights of people and our constitutional rights.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Give thanks. Give thanks.
Yes.
Yes.
here at the park and that is all.
Yeah, man, that's what we're fighting for, the exoneration of our heroes. Right Honorable Marcus Mizai Garvey must be exonerated. The Right Honorable Paul Bogle, the Right Honorable William Garden, and the Right Honorable Samuel Sharp must be exonerated. And all the slaves that died with him must be exonerated. Rastafari.
Don't tell them already, you know. My stock is down. My stock is down, stop with the magic.